Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Raw Prospect Podcast. My name is Michael Ween. July 15th, it's a Monday of MLB All-Star Week 2024. We are here tonight to live stream the 2024 Home Run Derby, which has just begun, and talk some baseball as the MLB All-Star break is here. We have the Home Run Derby tonight, the All-Star game tomorrow, and games for the regular season final push will begin on Friday. Joining me in doing so is one of my good friends, a man who's getting into baseball himself. I would kind of classify it as has gotten into baseball, but continues to do so.
Yeah.
Mr. Emmy Nixon, what's up?
Nothing much, man. This is gonna be fun, man. I think one thing I am kind of worried about is like how I'll be able to react to what I'm seeing as like a non-baseball guy, as like someone who's like never played the sport. But like I think home run derby, I think it's like definitely one of the most fun things the MLB does throughout the year for sure.
So right now, the third batter of the first round and the hometown guy as the MLB All-Star Weekend is at Global Life Field, home of the defending World Series champion Texas Rangers, is Adolis Garcia, who, if you remember correctly, won, I think the ALCS MVP last year during their playoff run. Young stud. While he continues to just hit bombs, as you can see on your screen, I'm going to classify for our audience or clarify for our audience the rule changes to this year's Home Run Derby that you may or may not know. So before the past couple of years, the Derby had been 8 participants, single elimination bracket, where the 1 seed would face the 8 seed, the 2 seed would face the 7 seed, and so forth. This year, however, there's still an element of those one-on-one showdowns, but that's not going to come into play until the semifinals. So the way this year's Home Run Derby is going to work is the first round has no predetermined seedings or matchups. Instead, it's kind of like the NBA three-point contest where all 8 guys will hit and the top 4 scores will advance to the semifinals. But there is no head-to-head in the first round. Once we get to the top 4, the performers advancing to the semifinals will be seeded based on their scores. Number 1 will play number 4, and number 2 will play number 3. And the winners of those 2 matchups will advance to the finals of this year's Home Run Derby. So the big difference is there are no predetermined set one-on-one battles in the first round. So that's the basics of the changes this year. There's also some changes in terms of the rules, which we can get into. So last year, there was no formal maximum number of pitches that a hitter could see during an individual round. This year, I believe they have 3 minutes. The first round and the semifinals will conclude whenever 3 minutes or 40 pitches, whichever comes first, excluding the bonus period, which I'll explain in a second, ends. So it's either 3 minutes or 40 pitches. The maximum number of pitches a batter can see is 40, no more than that. Once there's also, I believe, a bonus period where, if I'm understanding correctly, a hitter can earn an additional 30 seconds of bonus time, giving him 60 bonus seconds total if he hits 2 home runs of at least 440 feet during the regulation period. And during the bonus time, each player is granted 3 outs. And an out, like we're seeing here, is a swing where it does not result in a home run. So he can go forever during this bonus period until he gets those 3 outs. So first one didn't go out, that's an out. That's another out. He's got 1 out left in the bonus round. So pretty self-explanatory.
Oh,
I like the changes that they've made this year. Adolis Garcia, the Texas Rangers, ends his first round with 18.
yeah. I don't think he's happy with that.
Alec Boehm of the Philadelphia Phillies got 21. Bobby Witt Jr., a young superstar for the Kansas City Royals, got 20. So Garcia, as of right now, would advance. But if 2 out of the 5 hitters that are left get higher than 18, he will be eliminated as the 4 highest scores advance. So, Emmy, now that we've explained all the rule changes and have a baseline for how this works, your thoughts on this year's home run derby?
I mean, I definitely like this format a lot better. I think it just makes more sense because in the one-on-one matchups, like you would have a dude go for like 25 or something and then lose in the first round when really that guy should be there in the finale at the end because he's beaten most of the other guys in the other rounds anyway.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So up next, we have, I believe it's going to be, let's see, who's up next? So we had Alec Boehm.
Hernandez?
Yeah, Teoscar Hernandez of the Los Angeles Dodgers, who's had a fantastic year so far for the Dodgers.
That was one of their new pickups, right?
Right, from the Toronto Blue Jays. Good free agent bargain pickup for them. A batter that they plugged in the middle of their lineup, right behind their top 3 that we all know: Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, and Freddie Freeman. And so if you're tuning in live, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe. In between at bats and during commercial breaks, we're going to be having some MLB related discussions, which we can kind of do during at bats as well. So here goes Teoscar Hernandez. Remember,
Is that 2 for 2? No, not one.
I think it's 1 for 2. You might be a little ahead of me.
Oh, gotcha.
Remember, it's either 3 minutes or 40 pitches, whichever comes first. And he will get, I believe, a minimum of 30 seconds bonus. If he hits 2 home runs in excess of 440 feet, he'll get another 30 seconds added onto his bonus time. The cool thing about this broadcast is you can see, I believe, on the bottom left of your screen, how far each home run is traveling. I always call Teoscar Hernandez the Yankee killer, because he always mashes against the Yankees. He did it when he was with the Blue Jays. He did it in this year's Dodgers-Yankees series. He's just always been good.
I wonder how he's doing on time right here because it seems like the pitcher is taking his time throwing these pitches, man. Like resetting every time. I wonder if he's running out.
They got plenty of time, and he's got timeouts.
Yeah.
Only 6, though, at the 1:30 mark. Not a great position to be, but you can always make a run with your final 23 balls that you have here in the last minute and 30 seconds. Up next, as you see warming in the batting cage, is the back-to-back defending home run derby champion, a guy who's hit more home runs in the home run derby than any other player in baseball history, Mr.
Wow.
Alonso. And then you can see Hernandez's Dodger teammates, including Shohei Ohtani, on the field. Um, Indoor ballpark. Got a timeout. He's at 6 home runs, so he needs minimum 12 to even be in the thing. Um, but he could exceed that. A lot of these hitters like to preserve their energy when they need it the most. Um, it seems he's really pulling all of his to deep left
He's
center.
not getting much help from this pitcher. Also, I missed that one.
He's got about a minute left, a little under.
All right, looks like I'm probably like 6 seconds ahead, so I'm gonna pause it just so I can be a little bit more in sync with you. All right, that should do it. So it's 47 on the clock for me. What are you at?
42.
All right, I'm at 42, 41. Okay, all right, we're good now. I think.
It doesn't look like he's going to get close to even Garcia unless he makes a run during his bonus round. Right now, he's got, what is he at right now? 11 with 10 seconds left. It's possible he could get it during his bonus round, but he needs to be on point.
Yeah, you would have to be on fire, man.
That's another one. So
Okay.
13, it's doable.
Yeah.
Only 5. He got a couple there at the end to give himself a
Yeah,
chance.
but also chances are, man, like one of these other guys that's behind him will probably beat that also, even if he does get to 18.
I
I'm
mean,
thinking
yes,
I'm thinking you got to get to 20.
probably.
Got to get to at least 20.
Um, but you want to ensure that you at least get to 18.
Well, yeah, for now. But I'm thinking Ramirez or Alonso or one of these other guys will probably beat that. That's my only point. Why isn't Otani in the Derby?
Um, a lot of these
Didn't want
guys
to.
don't. It's like kind of like the dunk contest in the
Yeah.
NBA. Like a lot of the bigger names just don't want to do it every year.
Damn. Yeah.
Understandably so.
Oh, he's dialed now. Here we go. That's 2 in a row. Damn, 450. So if you don't swing, it's not an out. Oh, is that
Yeah.
it? Is that getting there?
It has to be a swing to be an out.
Oof. Okay. One out. Oh, I don't think that's.
He crushed
Oh,
that.
it did. Damn. So you might make a comeback.
That
You
sneaks
pull it
inside the
again.
foul pole. He's at 17. He's still got 3 outs.
Oh,
There's another one. He's at 18. Still got 3 outs left.
he locked the fuck in for this one.
There's another out. Pop that one up.
I think when there was time, when he was getting timed, he was rushing it a bit. But now he's locked in.
Wow, that ball was up and in, and he fucking murdered it.
Smack that shit. Oh, he didn't get there. Yeah, that's on the pitcher, bro. That's got to be it. Come on now. Yeah. Smack that one.
Oh, all right. Well, he at least beats Garcia. He doesn't guarantee himself anything, but he beats Garcia. Which is probably the minimum he had to do. So there's that. Up next will
That's
be
definitely.
Pete Alonso. While they transition, I guess we can get into some other discussion. I'm trying to think what I want to start with here. Well, the All-Star game's tomorrow, and they came out with the starting lineups and starting pitchers for tomorrow's All-Star game. I believe they were announced today or in the past couple days. And I don't know if you've seen the lineups, but when looking at both lineups for this year's All-Star game, which lineup do you think is better? And you can interpret that in a lot of different ways. The deeper lineup, the more star-studded lineup. Which lineup would you take? The AL lineup or the NL lineup?
I mean, I'd probably take the AL. I just think star-studded, deep, you name it, man. I mean, um, that kid from the Indians, I think he's batting 300. He's absolutely killing it this season. He's down in the 8 hole. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, that lineup is just, man, I can't wait to see Skeens pitch against that dude. Like, I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, so we have for the AL, you have Steven Kwan of the Guardians leading off in left field.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
who I was talking about.
Gunnar Henderson, who's possibly the American League MVP for the Baltimore Orioles, and he's going to bat, I believe it's 8th here in the Home Run Derby at shortstop. I mean, look at the heart of this lineup. You've got Gunnar Henderson, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Yordan Alvarez, and Jose Ramirez. And that's just the heart of the lineup. And then you've got to face Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Adley Rutschman, and Marcus Semien. It's just insane. For the National League, to its credit, the heart of the lineup is still very good. You've got Ohtani, you've got Trey Turner, and Bryce Harper, along with Christian Yelich. So it's not easy. But in terms of top to bottom strength, I mean, Teoscar Hernandez is batting 8th for the National League All-Stars. I think the fact that, the Acuñas of the world are unfortunately hurt hurts the National League a little bit, but I would probably take the American League lineup just offensively. From an offensive firepower standpoint, I would take the American League. From a defensive standpoint, though, it's interesting. I don't know. It's close. I might lean. Well, I don't know. They're both kind of just. I don't want to say bad defensively. They're both good defensively, but nothing really jumps out at you. Gunnar Henderson's a fantastic young shortstop. Judge plays a perfect center field. Jose Ramirez plays a good third base, nothing fantastic. Rutschman's good at catcher, but he's mainly he's not thought of as a defensive catcher like some of these other guys are. He's thought of the reason he's special is because of his bat. And then Simeon, as good as he is at second base, that's just not a highly valued defensive position, in my opinion. And so I think they're pretty even defensively. But in terms of offensive firepower, I think you definitely take the American League.
For sure. Yeah. Defensively, you're splitting hairs because they're all immensely talented and athletic and all that. I mean, they were talking gold gloves, all that kind of stuff. So it's splitting hairs. But yeah, I mean, I might give the edge to the NL, I guess, a little bit, but it's not the gap that I see when it comes to hitting. Like, I think just from a power standpoint and just all those guys are completely consistent. They don't go through slumps very often, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I might just be biased just because those are the names that I know more, but I don't know, man. I think the seasons all those guys are putting together, they kind of speak for themselves.
Yeah. Another thing is like Trey Turner's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know. I mean, the diehard baseball fans know, but not a lot of people know about William Contreras, who's having a great season.
For the Brewers, right?
Yeah, for the Brewers as the catcher. He's
Mm.
batting fifth in their lineup. Like, he just doesn't stand out like
Yeah.
Jordan Alvarez does, batting fifth in the American League lineup. I think that plays a huge part of it. Just like the pure name value.
Yeah.
I think would go in favor of the American League. But Otani, Turner, Harper, Contreras, and Yelich in the heart of their lineup when they're all on is still very, very good.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And like I say all that about the American League, like I think they're the better overall lineup, but like whether or not they'll be better on that day is like, I mean, that's anyone's guess. Like that's why you play the game in the first place.
Yeah.
Are they still doing the rule where the winner gets home series
No,
home field? Okay, yeah. Oh, that's good. I'm glad they got rid of that. That was pretty dumb.
that's been gone for a while now.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that always pops up in my head when I think of the All-Star game just because I was a Rangers fan when that shit was going down and like we got screwed out of home field.
Yeah. All right. So Pete Alonso is up, the polar bear from the Mets, who, by the way, in the months of June and July, are playing very good baseball. Got to give
Yeah.
them credit after their slow start. Now, are they going to catch the Braves and the Phillies? No.
Probably not.
But could they get a wild card spot? Absolutely, if they continue to play this well.
Definitely.
So you see Alonso here, part of the Mets.
On a cold streak now. All right, there we go. Damn. Yeah, he's really getting under it.
He's in a similar spot to
Hernandez.
Oscar Hernandez was at this point in time. But the thing with Alonso is like out of any of these guys, he knows what he's doing because he's the most experienced home run derby participant.
How old is Alonso? I feel like he's been around for a while.
I don't think he's super old.
I think he's in his prime, right?
Oh, he's
How
definitely
old is
prime.
Pete Alonso?
Definitely
29.
Definitely in his prime. 29 years old. This year he's batting 240 with 19 homers and 51 RBIs. So solid.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh.
I think a lot of Mets fans would like his batting average to be a little higher, but he is who he is as a player. And when he gets hot, there's not many like him. There are a couple guys in the league um, that can go on similar kinds of tears, but he's one of those guys for sure.
17 pitches left. He's got to find it.
Yeah, he's really struggling here tonight. Ooh, we could have a new champion. All right, he's at 7. He's got around 40 seconds left. No wonder.
I think he's got to try to just get the 10. Just get the 10, and then
Yeah.
just get 3 of these. Oh, come on.
A lot of these
I like this camera angle better.
a lot of these pitches are in the middle of the zone. He's just not barreling.
That's it right there. Come on. Yeah. Oh,
He's hitting a lot of line drives.
yeah.
All right, he's gonna need a big push here in the bonus round. He's got to hit at least.
Yeah, I bet his arms are on fire right now.
He's got to. He's really got to have a massive bonus round here to even have a chance.
Yeah, I think Hernandez was at like 13, so this is going to be.
Yeah, and an even steeper slope to climb. Here.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
All right, we'll watch this bonus round and we'll get into some more baseball discussion.
This is going to sound harsh, but like, are these guys throwing the pitches to them like they're like coaches, or is it like a make a wish situation? Like, what's up with that?
So each batter chooses their pitcher.
Gotcha. So it's like their parents
Not necessarily. Could be.
sometimes.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, it's all up to the batter who pitches to them.
Nope. What? Wow. Yeah. Okay. I thought he popped that up. Okay. I guess these guys like the bonus round. Oh no! Right when I said that.
All right, he's got 2 outs left. He's got to hit minimum 8. That's not going to happen.
Nope.
That's got to go. It's got to get out. It does.
Barely.
You get one additional out added to your allotment of outs if you hit it 425 or more feet. But it looks like Alonso's night comes to an end with 12, so he's likely not going to be advancing to the next round. So up next, we've got Jose Ramirez. Then we have Marcell Ozuna of the Atlanta Braves. I believe he's the oldest home run derby participant this year. And then we have Gunnar Henderson of the
Orioles.
Orioles. And now I'm going to be honest with you. And now that um, Alonso is out, I would favor Henderson, but we will see. You still have Bobby Witt Jr., who could very well advance. You still have Adelise Garcia, who maybe could advance, but Teoscar Hernandez. We will get a new champion, though. Let's talk about, we talked about the lineups in the All-Star game. Let's talk about the pitching side of things and what Paul Skeens, a rookie pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, is doing this year. How much have you seen of Paul Skeens? What do you like about him? Do you think he deserved to start the All-Star game? And do you think he's already a top 5 pitcher in baseball? I asked a lot of questions there. You can kind of answer it however you want to.
I mean, Skeens is nasty, man. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's no other way to say that. Looks like we got a chat. Midas says, "Who's up?" Um, uh,
Jose Ramirez is about to bat, if that's what you're asking.
That was my train of thought there, but
Yeah,
Skeens, man, I don't know if he'll win the Cy Young this year, but like we're talking about a generational type of guy, man. Like this is like who Caitlin Clark is for baseball, man. Like he's getting people talking, and that's what the sport needs, man. Like, and that's why I kind of wonder about how this whole like how they treat rookies in the MLB. Like I find that kind of strange. Like all the top picks like having to wait like 3-4 years in the minors just seems like a little bit much to me because how you're going to market these guys if they're not, coming through, if you're waiting 3-4 years after they come out of college baseball. But I don't know. That's just me though. But clearly Skeens was good enough to just come out, which is good for business, man, because he's going to be around for a long time.
yeah, he's had a fantastic start to his career. For the Pirates, by the way, who are hanging around 500, I believe. And he's played a big part in that. He was drafted number 1 overall, fresh off one of the greatest pitching seasons in college baseball history. Um, he's developed a new pitch, actually, called a splinker. It's a new pitch. It's basically a combination of a splitter and a sinker to go along with his slider and fastball. And we all know his fastball can get up all the way up to like 103, 104 when he really dials it up. He's got a 6-0 record this year with a 1.90 ERA, a 0.92 WHIP. That's less than a walk, and a hit per inning, with 89 strikeouts and only 13 walks in 66 innings. So if we do the math here, 89 strikeouts, it's about 10 strikeouts per 9 innings, which is ridiculous for a rookie. Of course, the thing you always worry about with guys like him is the fact that he does throw with extreme velocity, and you just kind of worry later on in his career throwing enough innings, throwing the amount of innings he's probably going to accumulate just because of how good he is and how far he can go into games. You always worry about the arm injuries. And that's not just with Paul Skeens or any of these guys who throw high velocity. That's really goes for every single pitcher in baseball. It can happen at any time, which is the unfortunate part of it. You hope it doesn't happen. I think while he's still young, um, he should be okay as long as the Pirates don't overload him, which I don't think they will. He is a bigger guy. Um, so I think his body will be maybe better able to withstand the rigors of a Major League Baseball season, given how much he pitched in college, better than most pitchers of his ilk. Um, I do think he deserved to start the All Star game with what he's been doing. Of course,
Definitely.
that's not really up to um, the voters to decide who starts. It's up to the manager of each league's team to decide who starts the game. And Torey Luvello, the manager of the Arizona Diamondbacks, decided to give it to Paul Skeens because he's been one of the major talking points in baseball. Um, the last month and a half, ever since he was called up. And he knew the Pirates were going to call him up at some point this year just because of how good he is. But I don't know if anybody, even as good as some people thought he was going to be, thought he was going to be this right away in the majors. So he's awesome. It's good that I think he's in a kind of a smaller market. The Pirates have a star now that they can kind of build around, uh, along with some of their young guys in that lineup. Um, he's awesome, and I can't wait to see him go up against who is it tomorrow? It's Quan, but then he'll likely only pitch an inning or two because they have to get all these other pitchers to pitch in the All Star game. But it's likely he could face Stephen Kwan, Gunnar Henderson, Juan Soto, and then if any of those guys get on base, could face the likes of Aaron Judge and Jordan Alvarez. So super excited about that. And he is like, I never thought there would be bigger talking points than potentially Shohei Ohtani when he emerged, Aaron Judge, the stars that we know in today's game. But in this year's All Star game, there is, and he's a rookie, Paul Skeens. And then to your point about marketing rookies in baseball, one thing about it is like half these guys are coming right out of high school.
Yeah.
And they're not ready to see major league pitching. They need to develop in the minor leagues. And then, it's really only the top 1 or 2% of those guys who are really ready to come up and emerge as stars at the major league level.
Right.
I don't really know that they need to. I think they can market some of the young stars that they have currently in the game, including some of the rookies, better. I do agree with that. I don't know that there needs to be a focus on marketing a lot of the guys that are drafted, because even if they were marketed, like I'm guessing 95% of people aren't going to know who Jack Caglione is anyway, unless they watch the College World Series.
Yeah.
Just like they probably don't know like 85% of guys in today's Major League Baseball. So I don't know. There are different ways you can view that. That's just my viewpoint on it.
Yeah. And do you think they would ever change that rule about guys coming out of high school?
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to give you a good answer on that. By the way, while we've been talking, Jose Ramirez is up
It's just
20 home runs.
he might get 25 at this point.
He's got 2 outs left in his bonus round.
Yep.
He's always been a guy that I've thought could do well in an event like this. And by the way, the Guardians are having an awesome year.
Yeah.
I think they have the best. They don't have the best record in the American League. They have the second best record in the American League. I'm not sure if it's them or Baltimore right now.
Yeah. And didn't they just have the number one overall pick too?
Yeah, they did. Um,
Who'd they end up taking, by the way? Do you know?
they took Travis Bazzana, the
Uh,
second baseman.
Oregon State.
Yep, Oregon State.
Gotcha.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a guy we've been talking about rookies in Major League Baseball. He's a guy that could come up. I don't know about this year, but he could come up early next year. I
Yeah,
think
for
one
sure.
of those guys that could be ready very soon. So very excited. I'm very excited to watch that guy, Gunnar Henderson,
Oh yeah.
hitting this home run derby. So we talked about Skeens, and there's Shohei Ohtani in a New Balance commercial. I want to talk a little bit about the trade deadline, but before we do that, I want to get into some American League MVP and National League MVP discussion. So while we watch Marcell Ozuna get his at bat, do you have any thoughts on, first of all, the battle in the American League, which I kind of view as a three-way race, maybe even a two-horse race for the MVP, and then the National League? Do you have any thoughts there?
Well, the National League, I think it's um I think it's Otani, to be honest. Um the American League though, to be honest with you, I haven't thought about it too much. I think Aaron Judge is probably up there. Um who else? I don't really know. Like can you throw some names out there?
Yeah, for me, I think it's right now a two-horse race between Judge and Henderson. It's pick your poison. Um, I need to look at Henderson's stats. So right now, if you're interested in it, the Orioles do lead the Yankees by one game in the American League East at the All-Star break. It's been a neck and neck kind of thing all season long. Yankees led early, started slumping a little bit. Orioles overtook them, and now they're basically separated by a game. And I anticipate that being the case pretty much kind of the rest of the season, especially when both teams make moves at the deadline. Taking my bias out of things, if you look at Henderson, he's a little younger. He's having a great season. 286 average, 28 home runs. So he's on pace for,
73. Golly.
yeah, Ozuna's got some massive power. Even for a guy who I think's like 35 or 36, maybe even
Yeah,
older than that. But he's been one of the Braves' best hitters this season, believe it or not. And they needed him with the injuries that they've had.
for sure.
But back to Henderson. He's got 63 RBIs, 28 homers, a 286 average. I believe he bats leadoff for the Orioles. And then you look at Judge and what he's done after a bad April. Like his April statistically was one of the worst months of his career in the majors. But you look at what he's doing so far this year. He's batting 306 with 34 home runs. He tied the Yankee record for home runs before the All-Star break, and he's got He's got 85 RBIs, 34 home runs, and he's got a 1.112 OPS. It's really neck and neck. You can go either way on it. I still don't know who I would vote for. But I think Henderson deserves some love. So right now, I'll go with Gunnar Henderson. And then in the National League, it's probably Ohtani. But I don't know. I think Bryce Harper warrants some consideration. I mean, the Phillies are the best team in baseball right now.
Yeah.
And I think he would probably be a second for me. And then after that, it's all up to your discretion. So Ozuna needs some. He needs a run here. But
I mean, he gets an extra out for every home run that goes over to 425. That's basically every home run he's hit.
Well, no,
Right?
that's not till the bonus.
Oh, only for the bonus. Okay, that makes sense. But that does help him out for later.
Yeah, the distance will.
Damn, 471. By the way, I just did the math on that. 475 feet. That's 158 yards. And for me, that as a golfer, that helps me out because that's like that helps my brain compute it. That's
what club
insane.
what club is that for you? 158.
That's like a soft 8-iron.
Okay.
I would have to smoke a 9-iron.
Okay. All right, so Zuno, he's in a pretty good position. I think his distance could help him with outs in the bonus round.
Yeah.
He's got.
Yeah, he's had a good second half to this thing.
All right, so he's got
14. Okay.
14 going into the bonus round.
All right. I think he did a really good job being efficient on time there. He's one of the few guys that got to less than 3 pitches left for the 3 minutes.
Yeah. He maximized his time the best that he could.
Dang, it's crazy that Alec Boehm looks so skinny compared to all these dudes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think he has that much power, you know?
Yeah.
But he does.
He's definitely not a guy I think of as a great player, but he's not a guy I think of as a home run hitter.
Yeah.
But, any of these major leaguers, if they're,
Yeah, if they get in this type of event, it's like, it's fair game.
It's almost batting practice. Any major leaguer can get hot for 3 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Home runs. Not any major leaguer, but most of them. Some of them, I wouldn't say so. I'm interested to know like the process that they go through for selecting their pitcher. I know some of them is just kind of like great relationship with my father, so I'll pick my dad. But I mean, I'm guessing some of these guys, at least some of the guys in the past home run derbies, have been like hitting coaches for their respective teams. I don't know. I think you've seen probably, I don't know about grandparents, but good friends of theirs.
Oh,
you know what I've never seen is like teammates pitch to their teammates. I think that would be interesting to see. Like, imagine if Ronald Acuna Jr. was just throwing batting practice to his teammate Marcell Ozuna.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Kind of like how, like, in the dunk contest, they'll have like their point guard throw lobs to them.
Yeah, exactly.
So is that yellow? That's like his hot zone. Like that's where he wants it.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yes. But he took that pitch at the top of the zone and hit it second deck.
Yeah.
All right, he's got 2 outs left. He's at 16. I don't know. He probably needs to.
All right, this is doable. Oh, he got 426. That's big. All right, here we go. No.
I don't know. He
Come
really
on.
needs this.
Just get one more 450 and give you another pitch.
All right, I like that he's being patient, taking
Yeah.
his pitch up. Looks like
No.
he's tired at the end. And so he's out. So Garcia's been eliminated, and Ozuna, I believe, is now eliminated. Alonso's been eliminated. So it's up to Gunnar Henderson, or the first four batters, I believe, will, for the top four currently, will advance.
So my question to you is, do you know what would have happened if, say, Ramirez was at 20 and then Henderson got more than 20? Like if there's like a tiebreaker that needs to happen? How would they settle that?
Ooh, that's a good question. Um, I think in the
I guess we
past,
won't know. Not this year at least.
I
Unless
think,
he gets 19.
yeah, I think in the past it's been like a kind of a. It's either you get like 5 pitches, and whoever hits the most, kind of like a bat off, if you will, or it's been like just alternate, and whoever's the first to not hit a home run. I don't know how they would do it, but it'd probably be something like that. Some kind of tiebreaker. Who knows? I want Gunnar Henderson to win this thing, either him or Jose Ramirez. But I wouldn't mind seeing like Bobby Witt Jr. either. So putting you on the spot a little bit. Right now, what's your World Series matchup?
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Okay. I got. Okay. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Astros Dodgers.
Okay.
Fuck it. I think Astros. They're getting hot. They're gonna get it together. They're catching up to the Mariners pretty quickly here. I think they're gonna host a wild card series probably. Um, and I think by the time October comes, they'll be ready to go. It's kind of like it's a little bit like how the Chiefs are. Like you don't really care about June or not June. You don't really care about May.
I'm
You
gonna
know?
go. It's either, in my opinion, it's Phillies or Dodgers
Yeah.
in the National League.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Phillies for right now
Okay.
in the National League.
Bad pick. Yeah.
I know the best record doesn't always translate to a World Series appearance, but I'll stick with that as
Yeah.
of right now in July. Um, I think top to bottom, their lineup goes toe to toe with Baltimore.
Anybody.
It's one of the best in baseball, if not the best. And I like their pitching. I really do. I think they've done.
Oh, he's getting hot.
Yeah, he's
All right.
good. He's done a lot to improve their bullpen. So I'll go Phillies. I really like Baltimore, but they could do it. They absolutely could do it. Pre-trade deadline, though, you know a team I really wouldn't want to see right now in the postseason in the American League? Not that I'm picking them to go to the World Series, but Boston Red Sox are playing really good baseball. They were a team nobody thought was going to be any good, or at least to this point in the season. And they're going to be buyers at the deadline. They're 10 or 11 games over 500. They've been one, I believe, over the course of June and July. They have like the first or second best record in baseball after kind of a slow start. They've got lots of speed, versatility on the base pass. Devers is kind of their guy who's having a great season. They could be they would be dangerous. Um, the Royals are probably going to make the playoffs. You got to give them a lot of credit too for what they've done.
Yeah, I think the Twins are pretty interesting. If
Twins,
they have a healthy Royce Lewis, they're interesting. But if they don't, then that changes things.
and I don't want to like discredit Cleveland at all because they're having a great year.
Yeah,
It's hard in the American League.
yeah, man. Come on, bro. Get hot. Get hot. Let's go. All right, now he's cooking. Come on.
He's hitting rockets.
106 off the bat. Whew.
Some of these kids don't get enough credit for the catches they're making. These rockets.
Yeah, dude.
Good Lord.
Surprised they're not making those kids wear helmets. But I guess they know to get out of the way if it's really coming down.
Yeah, you would hope so.
Could you imagine a kid just fucking clocked? I'm sure it's happened before.
Probably.
Dang, 11. Come on, man. Get this shit done.
It's really not the like the high drives that I worry about hitting kids. It's more those like straight line drives that are like 107, 108 off the bat. That don't necessarily go out, but come at you really fast. Those are just line drive bullets.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it'd be like blading a wedge at somebody's head.
yeah,
Like that's just dangerous.
the ones they pop up though,
Yeah, way more doable.
and I assume I don't know how they pick the kids to be in the outfield, but I assume most of them,
Play baseball or softball.
yeah, kind of know what they're doing out there.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I would hope.
So Henderson's at 11 in his bonus round. Kind of needs a big bonus round here to get into the top four. And I don't know. I actually don't know what happens if he ties Hernandez. I wouldn't know.
I kind of want it to happen.
Yeah.
Being honest, I'm just curious.
Just to find out.
It's just like rooting for overtime.
Yep.
Come on, bro. Do something. Nope. That ain't gonna do it.
Do something interesting, bitch. Yeah. 2 outs
Come on,
left.
bro. Mustache power.
He's really got to make a 2-out rally here.
Oh no.
Oh, his night's over?
Damn.
All right. Well, my pick to win is now my top 2 picks to win have now been fucked.
Yep. Ramirez
so-
is still in though.
I don't know. Pick your guy. We've got Teoscar. We've got Jose. We've got Bobby Witt Jr., young stud for the Royals, and then we've got that guy right there, Alec Bohm, for the Phillies. You pick a guy, and I'll pick a guy.
I'll take Bobby Witt.
Okay, I'll take Jose Ramirez. We'll see if either of those guys win, or if we completely jinx them. One of the things that's interesting to me is like you're not seeing the insane scores that we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
At least. Maybe this, maybe
Yeah.
maybe the semis and the finals will be more interesting because they're head-to-head matchups. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anything on the baseball side you want to talk about that comes to mind? It can really be anything. Trade deadline stuff, contender stuff. Um,
Well, I think let's just run through some of these division races right
okay.
now. Let me pull up the standings. All right, here we go. All right, so we got Houston, who's won 6 of the last 10.
Yep.
Rangers, who won 7 of the last 10, and then
Yep.
Seattle's kind of plateaued. He got 5 and 5 of the last 10. So, and Houston's run differential is plus 49, like best in the division by like 20,
Yep.
30 actually.
Let me get to the standings real fast.
Yep, all good.
Yeah. So the
Damn,
ALS,
I didn't know Boston was that good.
the ALS definitely definitely interesting.
Yeah. Dude, this AL wild card race is going to be insane.
So if we go division by division, I think Phillies are the best team in baseball. They're almost 30 games above 500 in the NL East. Even if they play 500 baseball the rest of the way, I still don't know if it'll be enough for the Braves to catch them. I think they've got that division not 100% on lockdown. You never know what can happen, but out of any of these division races, they're probably a pretty safe bet, given the margins in all the other division races. They're up by 8.5 games. Um, so I would probably bet on the Phillies to maintain that hold on their division. They've got a plus 110 run differential, which I believe is the best in baseball. So good for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
Um, in the NL West, um, look who's kind of surged lately. It's been the Arizona Diamondbacks,
Yep.
who we were somewhat worried about early on, but they've made a surge to be above 500 at the All Star break. Um, Yet I don't know if they'll have enough to catch the Dodgers per se, but can they make the playoffs? That's really all they need to do, as they proved last year. Absolutely. And then you also have the Padres, who I don't think are getting talked about enough,
Yeah.
at a game over 500 as well. It will be interesting to see what teams like that, who are really making or looking to make a need to make a surge here in the last 60 to 70 games, do at the trade deadline. But I would bet on the Dodgers there. And I think one of Arizona and or San Diego will probably end up in the playoffs. But don't discount San Francisco either. They're not all that far back of San Diego or Arizona. They're only 2 games back in those teams.
Yeah.
And the Rockies are just complete shit. Sorry, Colorado Rockies fans. To be honest with you, I'm not the most informed NL Central fan, but I'll probably pick Milwaukee there.
Yeah, that's
Um,
probably the safest pick. But they're also 3 and 7 in the last 10.
yeah,
That's not
I
a good
mean
look. But it's also like it's the middle of the season.
that happens to any team at any point in the season. Um, like recently, the Orioles are 3-7 in their last 10. It's not really a perfect indicator of uh, how good a team is. It's just baseball. But St. Louis is interesting, and I wouldn't discount Pittsburgh either. They're only a game and a half out of the wild card, but 2 games behind uh, the Cardinals. So one of the major disappointments for me this year has been the Cubs. They just have not been nearly as good as I thought they were going to be. They're not terrible. Like they're not. They're a fifth place team. They're not like the Marlins or the Rockies, but they're 4 games under 500. I just didn't think they would. I thought they would be better. Um, do you disagree with any of that? In
No,
National League?
no, I don't disagree with any of that. I think the Brewers probably are a safe bet. They've got a bit of a cushion there. Um, they'll get things back turned around again, I think. Um, I mean, the Phillies, I think they got that division pretty much wrapped up as long as they keep doing what they're doing. Dodgers, pretty simple. I think they got that too. But this AL East, man, I think um I think I'd probably take Baltimore regular season wise, just by a little bit maybe, but not by much, man. Like I don't. It's gonna be right to the end. Is there any like? Are there series between these two like right towards the end of the year?
So right now, the Yankees and the Orioles have one more series left sometime in September, the last month of the season. Um, it'll be a 3 game series later on the season. I think it's like the third to last or second to last season series of the regular season. So that'll be interesting. The American League East is even more interesting now because of the Red Sox factor, in my opinion. They're only 3.5 back of the Yankees for second place, and only 4.5 back of the Orioles. Um, Not that it'll happen, because it's very unlikely that both the Yankees and Orioles are just absolutely terrible for 2 weeks at the same time. But if that were to happen, you could very easily see Boston, with the way that they're playing, easily with the best record in their last 10 to 20 games in this division, come out of the All-Star break and maybe even surge into second place in that division. But I would ride with Baltimore simply because uh, unless the Yankees sweep that last season series, I believe it's going to be at Yankee Stadium in late September, near the end of the regular season. The Yankees would not hold the head-to-head tiebreaker in terms of regular season over Baltimore. And I just think those couple extra games that Baltimore might have in the season series over the Yankees will give them the edge in the division. Um, but the trade deadline can change that. We will see what happens. In the Central, I like the Twins, but I want to give a lot of credit to the Guardians for what they're doing this year. I would take them in that division. And then the ALS to me is like the most interesting race because
Bobby
the
Witt's gonna have to
Astros,
get hot to make
yeah,
this pick look good for me.
the Astros definitely
Oh, that's a shitty pitch. Come on now,
played
man.
better lately. I believe Bobby Witt Jr. We talked about this earlier, is from the area, so he's got a lot of friends
Yeah.
and family
All
uh,
right.
at this home run
He's
derby.
getting hot a little bit. All right. Here we go.
Yep. Oh, so this is the 3-against-2 matchup. Witt against Ramirez. So one of these guys is guaranteed to be in the finals. Oh man.
Bobby's the only guy that doesn't have his pitcher as like a freaking geezer. Not hating or anything, but just saying.
Yeah, he's a lefty too. I kind of
Yeah.
like. It seems like he's dialed in on where he wants to pitch and where his hot zone is.
Yeah.
That's that's good. That's good stuff there by
Oh yeah.
Bobby. Jose's got some work to do, or will have some work to do when he gets up to bat. And who knows how many home runs he can manage in the bonus round. We will see. Just look how he barrels the baseball. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
It's crazy like how similar like the body position is between baseball and golf at impact. But
Yeah.
then like you put a baseball player on a golf course and it's just fucking Slice City.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. And they'll be leaders in wins above replacement since August 1st of last year. Bobby Witt Jr.
Wow. That's impressive, man. That says a lot. That's just for the American League though, right?
Uh,
Or no, is it total?
I think it's total.
Oh.
I think it said MLB leaders and more.
Oh shit.
I'd have to rewind to make sure, but that's since August 1st of
Oh no.
last.
Come on, man. You gotta get the 20. You gotta get the 20. Come on, man. Lock in. Gotta get the 20. Give me a 420 bomb right here. Come on. Get the fuck out. Get out. Get out. Damn.
All right,
I don't
17.
think that's enough.
We will
I don't
see.
know, man.
We will see what Jose can do here. Jose. Have we ever seen? I don't know that we've ever seen Jose Altuve in the home run derby. I'd like to see.
Yeah. That would be pretty interesting.
I wonder why he's never done it before. Huh. I guess you can kind of say that about a lot of guys
Yeah.
in baseball who've never done the home run derby.
For baseball, I don't really get it though. Like for basketball, like I kind of get it. It's like if you fuck up, it'll make you look bad. But like I don't know. With baseball though, like it's not really like that. I don't think it's just like a fun people. It's just like a fun thing you do.
I don't know if I go
You're not
that.
really exposing yourself. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm not really well versed in it. So Jeez, he just freaking wails at that thing. His swing is violent. The recoil is insane.
He's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's getting some line drives out to
Do
right.
like big power hitters get like back injuries a lot in baseball? Like kind of how they do in golf, or not really?
I don't think so. I think it's more like oblique injuries are more common than back injuries
Gotcha.
because you're twisting your I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen more in my experience watching baseball. I've seen more oblique injuries than back injuries, but I'm sure back injuries are possible.
Yeah, yeah. As with
Uh,
anything.
all right, he takes his first time out. He's got 25 pitches left, a minute 48. He's got 4 homers. We'll see.
One thing I should have done before I got on this live stream was eat dinner. I don't know why I didn't. I'm hungry as shit right now, bro.
Feel free to go get a snack in between.
I'm gonna wait till this round's over though. I'll watch the semifinals first, and I'll go and warm up something before the finals. Or actually, it's better to miss some of this than to miss some of the finals. So
Yeah,
I guess
Wait
in
until
between,
Ramirez
and in
finishes.
between now and the final, I'll probably go grab something real fast.
So Witt's waiting to see what Ramirez does, and of course you'll have Hernandez and Bone next.
Right.
I would probably finish Ramirez's at bat and then go get something.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do.
And it's not really getting the pop he needs, but maybe he'll make a run here. And there's a couple. There's another one. There's another one. Nope, that fell short. Nope, that fell short. Damn, he's hitting a lot of doubles, not a lot of home runs. That's deep into the bullpen. Jesus. Oh, 17. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Less than a minute. He's still got 10 to go to even tie him. He looks tired.
Yeah, he's got such a violent swing. I would imagine his arms are just fucking dead. That's what it looks like. If he can just get to like 10 or 11, or he's
He's
already
actually
he's already at 10, but like if he can just get to like 12 or 13, I
possible.
think it might be pretty
It'll be
doable
close. It'll be close.
because he'll get a little break before the bonus. Come on.
I think he really needs a break. You can tell he's pooped.
Definitely. He's laboring, man. 10 seconds. Here we go.
Ooh, he needed that one. All right. He needs 5 minimum in the bonus to tie Bobby Witt Jr. I probably bet against it, but who knows? We'll see. We will see. All right. 3 outs to play with here, Jose. Hopefully you got some electrolytes or something.
Whew.
Nope. Yeah, he's cooked. He cooked.
Yeah, he's cooked. Oh yeah, he's cooked. Oh no. Just wait. Just don't swing at like 8 pitches. Give
All right.
yourself a break.
Bobby Witt wins.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go grab something. I'll be right back.
All right. All right. If you're watching this far into the stream, thank you very much. Did not know how a home run derby live stream would work out. We will see. But you'll never know unless you try it. We've had some good baseball discussion here, and we're closing in on the end of this thing. So thank you guys very much for watching. Again, make sure you like and subscribe to what we do here. If you like what we do here, share it with your friends. And if you have recommendations for how we should alter, how you want to see us do baseball content moving forward, throw ideas at us. We don't get offended, or we won't get offended by any constructive criticism, as we are trying to grow our following at least a little bit. We try to keep on improving as much as we can in whatever aspect that we can. So now you'll have the second semifinal here. It's going to be Teoscar Hernandez going up against Alec Bohm of the Philadelphia Phillies. So here we go. 3 minutes on the clock, 40 pitches, whichever comes first. Oof, he's still stuck on. There's one. There's two. That's got to be out. Second deck. It's already 10 plus pitches into his time here. He's only got two on the board. He's hitting some high flies to the deep parts of the ballpark. I wonder if fatigue's coming into play here for a lot of these guys. As many pitches as they've already seen, as violent as they're swinging. There's a good one from Teoscar into the bullpen. Out and left. He needs time. He's stuck at 3 right now. Not quite barreling it up, quite like Teoscar Hernandez as of right now. As we wait for Emmy to come back from getting his food. So Bobby Witt is on to the finals. You got Teoscar Hernandez at plus 1,100. Look, the bottom line is his addition really flew under the radar in the offseason when the Dodgers had already spent more than $1 billion on the combination of Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Shohei Ohtani. But his addition has been a critical one to their lineup. When you look at the 3 outfield spots for the Dodgers, they've gotten very minimal production from the non-Teoscar Hernandez spots. But Hernandez has been kind of that power hitter in their outfield that they so desperately needed. If he stays healthy for the rest of the season, he's on pace to break his career best home run mark that he had with the Blue Jays back in 2021. So not too long ago. That's 32 home runs is his personal best. And if he stays healthy, he's on pace to break it. So again, his addition to the Dodgers is probably the most underrated pickup that a contending team made this offseason off the top of my head. Because he slots perfectly into the middle of their lineup. He's kind of heated up here late after a slow start, up to 11 with about 30 seconds left. He's hitting a lot of these pitches off the end of the bat, which is resulting in a lot of pop-ups. There's one out to deep right field. Double down the line there. So it looks like he's going to have 12 or 13, depending on if that gets out. Not going. Oh, it did. All right, so 13 going into his bonus time. It's around where we saw the other guys too. Seems to be the sweet spot here. He's facing Alec Bohm. Again, if Hernandez stays healthy for the rest of this season, he's on pace to break his career best home run mark that he set with the Blue Jays back in 2021 of 32 home runs over the course of a season. I think he's going to do it. I don't know exactly how many he's at right now, but he's definitely got the power, and he's been really good this season. And he has, I think, the protection that he needs. Now I guess I'll talk more about Bohm here in a second once we get to him. Let's see what Hernandez can do with his bonus time here. There's Vlad Jr. giving him some advice. He's done the home run derby himself. Alec Bohm hanging out with Trey Turner, who will be in the lineup tomorrow night for the National League. There's a pitch. He takes it. That's off the end of the bat, as many have been for him tonight. Just not quite getting the barrel on the ball quite as much as you would think. There's one. Beautiful swing there. That is deep. He's got 2 outs to work with. He's at 14. The winner of this semifinal will play Bobby Witt Jr. in the championship round. He looks tired too. Good Lord. Not quite. Ooh, that catch. Had to run in for that one. All right, 1 out to work with here, Emmy. He's at 14 in the bonus round. Takes another one. Being very choosy about which pitches he swings at. That one was up and in, and he swung at it, and it resulted in a ground ball. So he'll finish his semifinal with 14. Very doable for Alec Bohm, I would say. But we will see. We will see what Mr. Bohm can do. Who wants the smoke with Bobby Witt Jr.? We're going to find out. We are going to find out, ladies and gentlemen. But Bobby Witt Jr., he's had a meteoric rise to the top of the sport. He's only 24 years old. His father pitched 16 seasons for 7 different teams across his career. So he comes in with kind of that baseball pedigree already. He was ready-made for the spotlight. He was actually, funny enough, the second pick in the same draft as Gunnar Henderson. And he's now the face of the Kansas City Royals franchise and kind of their expedited rebuild here. He finished 4th in Rookie of the Year voting back in 2022 and had a very good 2023 season, but 2024 has kind of been his real breakout into stardom. He was born in Colleyville, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas, the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Born just 16 miles away from where Global Life Field is. So he's a native hometown kid. A lot of fans here to root him on in the final. But Alec Bohm is now up. He needs 14 minimum, 15 to advance. Again, I kind of want to see 14 because I wanted to know what they do for a tiebreaker.
Yeah, that would definitely be cool to see.
Yeah, Bone's been really a guy who's really improved over the past 2 to 3 years, I would say. He's kind of more of a household name. I think a lot of people are learning who he is. They over the past couple postseasons, they kind of learned who Alec Bohm is. Very good player. He's not. He's at the hot corner, third base. He's a solid third baseman. Nothing like the best third baseman in the league per se, but he's good over there. And this year he was named an All-Star for the first time in his career. So again, like Emmy mentioned, he's not the most conventional home run derby guy per se, but he's more of a line to line doubles hitter than he is a home run hitter. But again, he's clearly very capable of potentially winning this thing. He leads the league. Fun fact, he leads the league in doubles this season, and he's top 5 in RBIs. But he just has 11 home runs, so he's not a home run hitter per se, but he's a very good overall hitter. And so I guess he just chose to do this event, and who knows, maybe he can win it. But he's only at 3 home runs here with 18 pitches into his semifinal. It's kind of worrisome. There's a couple. Nope. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think he has the swing for it. I mean, he kind of gets more power from his lower body than some of these other guys. Like you saw, like Ramirez, it was a lot of just like upper body.
Yeah. That's a good observation by you. Well, now he's getting kind of hot, kind of. He only needs 17. Well, no, he's 14. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh, here we go. Here comes Alec Bohm.
Damn. He's cooking right now.
And there's a double down the line.
Oh, yeah, he smacked that fucker.
Oh, he punished that.
Jeez.
Oh, he could end this thing in regulation.
This is a dub for the skinny guys everywhere.
There's Bryce Harper. He knows a thing about a home run derby.
Yeah, I remember when he was in it. Oh, get it. Oh,
no! Do we have a tie?
Damn.
Do we have a tie? I think we do.
Fuck.
Oh, my.
We got for now. For now.
We got what we asked for, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got his bonus, though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck. Yeah, this thing is most likely cooked. It just needs one in the bonus round.
Yeah, that's the face of a man that knows he's cooked. He's like, damn it,
He almost had the walk off. It just
dude,
it,
that was nasty.
it was just outside the foul pole. Damn. Even got Bryce Harper to almost stand up. Damn, you got Trey Turner's there. I believe the Phillies have 8 All Stars, like by far the most of any team. They've got a ton of
8?
guys. Yeah, they have. I can't name them all, but they've got a lot. I know they have 8.
How many All Stars are there in total? Like for each team?
I
8
think
seems like a fuck ton.
each team's got to have one guy. I believe. I don't know if they.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know if they've changed that rule, but that's the way it has been. But the Phillies, yeah, they really fucking cooked. Oh, that is a shot of majestical. Oh, how did that not go out?
The fuck?
Oh, we didn't get it. Oh, we got the playoff.
Let's go.
That sucks for Bo because he was hitting it.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
He had it.
That last one had to be a home run in like at least a couple ballparks, but just not this one in particular. I don't know how far that went, but at least we get to find out how this sudden death playoff or whatever it's going to be works. Oh, it's a swing off. 3 swings. Huh. I wonder if they alternate or if it's 3 for each guy. We'll see. Teoscar against Bobby. Teoscar against Bobby or Alec against Bobby? What is the most baseball name? Teoscar, Alec, or Bobby? Oh man.
Well, I think Bobby is up there for sure. Bobby is a very baseball name. Low key, I think like a name like Tanner is like a very baseball name too.
Yeah.
But like I don't know if I would consider Teoscar just like a baseball name. I could see a Teoscar playing like soccer or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, we analyze names here on the Raw Prospect Podcast. You're not going to find that anywhere else.
Well, I mean, when you're hour 45 minutes into a live stream, you got to find something to talk about sometimes.
Yep.
And now they're interviewing Vladdy Guerrero Jr. as his teammate, or his former teammate, excuse me, Teoscar Hernandez. Steps to bat. He's got 3 swings, I believe. Is that one of them? Yes, it is. It was not a home run. It was just outside the foul pole. Okay. He's got 2 swings left. We're in this swing off in the semifinals of the home run derby. There's one. That is majestical. Sit into the heavens of Global Life
Give
Field.
me that.
Nice catch there by a Rangers fan. All right, last swing. Got 1 swing to work with. And that is majestical again.
Smacked.
The cover was ripped off that baseball.
They should do like 3 swings, but total amount of feet over the 3 swings.
Yeah,
That would be pretty sick.
That would be pretty cool. All right. So Alec here needs to go 3 for 3 to win. But he needs to go 2 for 3 to push this thing even further. I don't know what they do if they tie again. Maybe the same thing.
I
would
mean, I
assume.
guess
Or sudden death, maybe. I don't
maybe
know.
they go up to 5. Yeah, it probably would be sudden death. They're probably on the time crunch.
Yeah, All right, Alec. Let's see what you got here, buddy.
ESPN's probably all like, the home run derby's running long. What about Sports Center? Darn it. We're missing out on Sports Center with Scotty Van Pelt.
Oh man, this podcast is now turning into like the post podcast conversations that Emmy and I have sometimes.
Yep.
One swing. He needs one to tie it. This is it. Work it out. No.
Nope.
Yes,
Nope.
baby. No. Well short. And Teoscar Hernandez wins the swing off
Wow.
and will now face Bobby Witt Jr.
Dude, after how hot Bohm got, dude, I did not think that would happen. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. All right.
I'm still pretty confident with my pick though. I think Witt's got this.
You would
Hopefully.
think so. You would think so.
We'll see.
We will see. We're down to the final, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you guys for watching if you are. And if you're not, well, or have watched us in the past, make sure you have liked and subscribed to our channel if you like our content. As much
All right,
more.
trivia time, Michael. I got a question for you.
All right, go ahead.
How many times has the home run derby winner been World Series MVP?
Ooh. How many times has the home run derby winner been the World Series MVP?
And I may or may not be looking up right now. But that question just popped up in my head. I don't know. Darn, I don't know if I'm going to find this.
You know the answer? I don't know. I would guess
In the same year. I'm going to guess like it might be in like the 30s.
really.
Somewhere in there. I don't know.
Well, the first thing I want to know is like how long has the Derby been around?
Let's see here. Let's see what Wikipedia says.
I don't know. I would think like winning the home run derby and then having your team get to the World Series and winning the World Series MVP would be kind of rare. I would guess like I would guess probably in the single digits, probably like I don't know. I would guess like 4 or 5. I know that's kind of
you're probably right. Especially in the same year, that would be pretty rare.
If you're just talking though, like they win a home run derby and win a World Series MVP just in their careers, it might be.
Then that would be a lot more.
I don't know. We'll have to find that. That's a good trivia question. We just need to find the answer to it.
I don't know why that popped in my head.
How many
So like,
times
I guess I'm going crazy.
home run derby winner won? Well, first, like, how many times has a home run derby winner won the World Series?
Home run derby history.
Yeah, fantastic question by you. Players to win multiple. Yeah, I have no idea.
All right. I found a list of all of the home run derby winners. Now we just got to figure out
All
if
right,
they want to.
I'll look up World Series champions to see if any of the players and teams match up the same year.
Here's one: Juan Soto, 2022, home run derby.
Yeah,
Pete Alonso, I don't
but
think he has. Nope. Let's see here. Aaron Judge, nope.
nope.
Carlos Stanton, nope. Todd Frazier, never heard of him. Jonas
Hasn't
Cespedes, nope.
hasn't Bryce Harper? Wait a minute. Never
I
mind.
don't. Yeah, where Bryce Harper has. Wait,
Yeah, he was on the Nationals team, right? Yes.
no, I
Um,
think he was on the Phillies by that point.
I don't think. Let me look it up.
I don't know if he was on that team. David Ortiz. There's another one.
What year did the
Robinson
Nationals?
Cano. Oh, did he win one with the Nationals?
What year? No, I'm asking what year did. Let's see. Nationals World Series. I want to see if he's on that team or not. 2019 was their championship. What year did Bryce Harper? Bryce Harper Phillies. How many years has he been with the Phillies? Nope, you're right. So we only have one so far.
Yeah,
Juan Soto.
Robinson Cano has won a World Series, right? I
Huh?
think. Robinson Cano, I think he was on one of those Yankees teams that won one. I think.
Robinson. No. Let me make sure. Does he have a World Series? Let's see. Yes, he was on the 2019. That's correct.
Perfect. All right, yeah. Um, David Ortiz, there's another one. There's three.
There's three.
Um, Vladimir Guerrero, I don't really know for sure on that one. Vladimir
Uh,
Guerrero Sr.
Let me see. I wouldn't think so, but maybe.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But
Vladimir Guerrero Sr. Um, let's see here. No World Series champion. He did win a home run derby and an MVP though, but no World Series MVP.
gotcha. Dang, they really brought in the "Let's get ready to rumble" guy. Come on, man. Y'all doing too much.
So we found what, three or four? Three?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's three in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go any further than that. That's too much to ask. My guess is it's probably less than 20.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see if I.
Oh, do you want to keep going?
I'm just looking at home run derby winners, see if I
Yeah,
know
Sammy
anybody about that.
Sosa. I don't like you.
I'll keep looking to him while we watch the finals.
Jeez, the Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy is used for everything. I swear. Like, he's just, they always call him in for everything.
Yep, they do.
Here we go.
Oh, who's going first? Teoscar. Ryan. Ryan Howard did it. Um, he won a World Series and a home run derby. That's
Okay.
4. Jason Giambi with the Yankees, he did it as well.
Out of this list so far, I'm pretty sure none of them did what I originally said, though, which is win the home run derby, then win uh, World Series MVP in the same year. I don't think that's happened on the ones we've looked at yet.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Trying to see if so the Derby started in '85. Interesting. So next year will be the what is it the what would that be 40th home run derby? Interesting.
Hmm.
What if they made like home run derby teams? I don't know how it would work, but like you could have like teams of 2 or 3 players, maybe 2 players. You could have like a
That would be pretty sick.
you could have a team of like Shohei and Teoscar if you wanted to. I mean like your best home run hitters.
And you could choose from like 8 AL teams and 8 NL teams to have a team of two to represent,
Yeah,
and then that you could tag team it, so you wouldn't have everybody getting tired all the time.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That'd be smart as fuck. They need to do that. I don't know how that hasn't been done yet, to be honest.
All right.
Shohei will surely do one eventually, right? Surely.
He's already done one. A couple
Okay,
years
yeah,
ago.
technically, yeah, you're right. I
Probably
don't know
do
why
it.
I said technically. Yeah, he did do one. I just don't. I just wasn't watching baseball at the time. I want him to do one while I'm watching it. Selfishly.
Judge did say today he's going to do one again eventually.
Okay.
I don't know about Shohei. I think he'll probably do one again.
Yeah, and eventually could mean when he's like 37 years old. Who knows?
For Shohei,
Oh no, I was just making a joke about Judge because You said eventually, technically, that can mean anything. I'm sure he'll still be good then, though.
I think he'll do it in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
I think another part of it that kind of plays into it for some of these players is where the All Star festivities are. Because the past couple of years we've had at least one participant from the host team. So like for this year it was the Rangers. They had Adolis Garcia. Last year it was Seattle. They had Julio Rodriguez and so forth. So I think if the All Star game ever makes it to New York,
Yeah, it would probably be Judge.
he'd probably do it.
Or Soto would, if
Well,
he's still there.
if he's still in New York, yeah.
Yeah. I think he'll stay. I don't see why not.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
He's got to get the contract he wants. If he doesn't, he won't stay.
Dang, his pitcher put it right where he wanted it, and he still popped it up. Inside and still. Here we go. Last chance.
That ball was murdered.
Yeah, that was smacked.
That ball was tattooed.
Yep.
But he likes what he sees. He likes what he sees. And that ball's popped up. So
Damn.
Teoscar will end with 14, and it's all up to Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby. Could you imagine if they had like a PGA Tour All Star showcase? That'd be pretty sick. Like if they had Scotty Scheffler just like randomly trying to do long drive shit.
Yeah.
Scotty versus like Rory or something. That'd be pretty insane. Rory would obviously win, but still be cool though.
Oh, look, it's
Honestly, don't know why they don't. That's easy marketing.
there are a lot of things in sports that I wish they did that they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, they could do like a version of the skills challenge, something like that.
And Mr. Yomaha says, "What the fuck?" I don't know why. Okay, thank you, Mr. Yomoha. Yomoha. What the fuck?
Yeah, he made that comment quite a while ago, but I wonder what he was referring to.
Yeah, I just saw it. Interesting. Maybe he was a fan of one of these players. They got knocked out or something. I don't know.
I guess.
Or maybe it was something random that we said. Who knows?
I don't know.
All right, we're almost. I know this has been a marathon, but we're almost to the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost there.
Yep.
There's a kind of a funny story today. I don't know how much you saw of the day one of SEC Media Days, which, by the way, we talked a lot about last night, so go check that out. But Nick Saban is now a member of the media.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in order to get into media days, you have to have a credential, a media credential. Um, and the story is he got denied access at the door because he forgot his credential at his hotel, and so he had to turn around,
The fuck?
come back to
It's
his
fucking
hotel
Nick Saban, bro. Come on.
to get his credential.
Damn, that's insane.
Yeah.
He was probably so pissed. Like, how many national championships did I win, bro? All for niggas to not recognize me? Come on now. Come on now.
No, they recognized him, but I don't know. Sometimes I think he responded one of two ways. He's either pissed off or he kind of just because I kind of view Nick Saban as like very detail oriented,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
wanting to do things in the right way. So maybe it was just like
I also wouldn't really describe him as level headed, though.
um well,
Sometimes.
not on the
Very
sideline.
sometimes. Yeah.
Um, he could be different,
True. Yeah.
off the field.
Yeah. 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 You're probably right.
I don't think he. I don't. I think he kind of just laughed it off.
Yeah.
He understands. I'm excited to see him on game days this year. Continue to be in that Lee Corso kind of role. God damn, he just fucking flipped that ball into the fucking seats. He barely swung at that.
Yeah. It's damn near a bunt. I mean, that's the thing, though. I think that's a strategy. Like, you got to find a swing that'll get you over the wall, but like won't tire you out as much. But not anymore, obviously. Like now it's
A
just balls to
little
the
bit
wall.
of
But
control here.
yeah, yeah. Now it's just balls to the wall because it's a championship. But like early on, maybe.
He's at 9. He needs to get to 14.
Mm.
Come on. I think he's gonna do it, but who knows? He's only got 10 seconds plus the bonus. He'll probably do it. That is murder. Okay. He's 3 down with the bonus round to go.
All right. Dun, dun, dun.
The tongue out while you swing. I like it.
Yeah,
We'll
that
see.
looks so strange.
We'll see.
I bet you could bite your tongue while doing that. That could hurt pretty bad. But oh well. I guess you do what you gotta do, I guess.
I mean, us for sure. The major leaguers who do this for a living, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. He might do that a lot. Maybe that's something he does every time. I don't know. Did you get it? Nope, that was off the end of the bat. Hey, Oscar is watching carefully. What's going to happen here? Nope. Good catch there.
Does the winner get like a money bonus?
I actually don't know. All right, Bobby.
Good, to be honest.
Good Lord. That was fucking murdered.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh.
He got himself another out with that swing. Okay, he's down.
That's huge.
That's way out.
Yeah, that's when you go, what the fuck?
Oscar's like, fuck. I'm doomed.
He said, give me that.
Oh. He's down to one swing, and he has to hit one to tie. Oh! Does it go? No!
Fuck. Damn. Off the fucking. No, man.
Yeah, that stinks. Wow. Well, a suspenseful finish it was, but Teoscar Hernandez wins the home run derby. Congratulations to him, as he's been kind of having a career year, as I mentioned earlier. And Vlad Guerrero loves it. His former teammate wins the home run derby. The bargain pickup of the offseason, I would argue, wins the home run derby. And we'll see if he can do what we mentioned earlier, take the Dodgers to the World Series and win the MVP. Might be hard with all the other guys he has on his team, but you never know. You never know in today's baseball.
Yeah. I feel like they would probably give it to Shohei no matter what. I don't know.
So close.
He didn't have his tongue out. That's why he didn't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, he did the Bryson thing.
Oh.
Get out. Dang, dude.
Well, what a time to be alive. Thank you guys for tuning in to our MLB All-Star Week / MLB Home Run Derby / kind of MLB podcast here on the Raw Prospect
Kind of.
Podcast YouTube channel. We did talk some baseball. Maybe not enough for the 2-hour saturation we had here, but I thought it was pretty fun. I don't know if I would
Yeah,
next year. I'd probably err on doing something like this, probably for
the game instead.
the game. But you never know unless you try stuff. So
Yeah,
we tried this, and we'll be trying. The live streams will definitely, I would guess, really heat up during football season. We'll be doing.
definitely. And you know what? We can talk about this off air, but I could even request days off for certain games that we want to tune into. Like
Yeah.
if we wanted to live stream opening night game, I don't know who. I think it's Ravens Chiefs, right?
Oh, that's a good question. You might be right. Let me something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, if we wanted to do something like that, I could even request off that day right now.
You're right. It is Ravens Chiefs. That is correct.
Ooh, that might be worth it.
That is Thursday, September 5th.
Mm.
Yeah, people. We've got we have the MLB All Star break. We got the All Star game tomorrow. We've got SEC media days this week, and NFL training camps are opening like as soon as like next week, I believe. So we're pretty much there in some respects. Um, Super excited for football season. Super excited for maybe more so than some people. The last 2 months, 2-ish months of the Major League Baseball season. Once we get to playoffs, that should be really fun. Maybe we'll live stream one or two playoff games. And then I don't know. Maybe once basketball comes back, we can do some in-season tournament live streams or something.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I'd be cool with that for sure.
I think they just announced the groups for that for next season. So, you know what I didn't think of, but might be fun. I don't know how you would do it, but maybe some kind of Olympics live stream. I don't know. We'll see. But do you have any parting shots before we get out of here?
Um, I mean,
It
the
can be
finish of that. I mean, they couldn't have drawn it up any better. Pretty dramatic.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have much to say on, to be honest.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight's MLB episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let us know in the comments. Um, first of all, what you want your team to do at the trade deadline, and who's your um, pick to win the World Series right now at the All Star break. Emmy, I believe, picked. I don't know that he picked a winner, but he picked the Astros and the Dodgers. Who would you take in that series before we get out of here?
I'll take the Dodgers. I'll say Shohei MVP.
Okay, I like it. Leave us your predictions. Um, I'm taking the Phillies to win the World Series right now. We both had National League winners. Interesting. I'm sure we'll be doing another baseball episode sometime after the trade deadline if big stuff goes down, or sometime in August. But we do have a lot of football content that we're trying to get finished before football season starts. So we'll have to fit it in somewhere. We'll figure it out when the time comes. But until then, my name's Michael Ween. His name's Emmy Nixon. And we'll see you later this week for more content. Peace out.